Faust by Johann von Goethe. Part 1.
It's
Prologue in Heaven. God, the heavenly hosts, and then Mephistopheles, the three archangels, step forward. Raphael. The sun sings out in ancient mode his note among his brother's fears, and ends his predetermined road. With peals of thunder in our eyes, the sight of him gives angels power, though none can understand the way. The inconceivable work is ours, as bright as on primal day. And swift, beyond conceiving, the splendor of the earth turns around. This is Gabriel speaking. With nights awesome, profound, the ocean breaks with shining foam against the rocky cliffs' deep base, and the rock and ocean whirl and go in the sphere's swift eternal race. Then Michael starts speaking. Angel. These are all angels. And storms are roaring in their race. From sea to land to sea, their raging forms a fierce embrace, all around it of deepest energy. The lightning's devastations blaze, along the thunder crashes way. Yet, Lord, your messengers shall praise the gentle passage of your day. All three. The light of it gives angels power, though none can understand the way. And all your noble works of ours as bright as on primal day. Mephistopheles, Lucifer, Pucifer starts speaking. Since, O Lord, you near me once again to ask all below is doing now, and usually conceive me without pain. You see me too among the vile crowd. Forgive me, I cannot speak in noble style. And since I'm reviled by this whole crew, my pathos would be sure to make you smile. If you had not renounced all laughter too, you'll get no word of sons and words from me. How men torment themselves is all I see. The little god of earth sticks to the same old way, as is strange on the very first day. He might appreciate life a little more, he might, if you hadn't let him gleam of heavenly light. He calls it reason, but only uses it to be more of a beast than any beast as yet. He seems to me saving your grace like a long-legged grasshopper through space. He's always flying. He flies and then he springs. And in grass, the same old song he sings. If he'd just lie in the grass, it wouldn't hurt. But he bruises his nose in every piece of dirt. God, the OG, speak. Have you nothing else to name? Do you always come here to complain? Does nothing ever go right on the earth? Mephistopheles. No, Lord. I find that, as always, it couldn't be worse. I'm so involved with man's wretched ways. I've even seen plaguing them myself these days. Do you know Faust, the doctor? My servant first. In truth, he serves you in peculiar manner. There's no earthly food or drink at that fool's dinner. He drives his spirit outwards far, half consciousness of the maddened dark. From heaven demands the brightest star, and from the earth joy's highest start. And all the near and all the far fails to realize his throbbing heart. Though he's still confused how to serve me, I'll soon lead him to clearer dawning. In the green sapling, can't the gardener see? the flowers and fruit the coming years will bring. What do you wager I might win him yet? If you give me your permission first, I'll lead him gently on the road I set. As long as he's alive on earth, as long as I wouldn't forbid it. For while man strives his errors, my thanks I've never willingly seen fit to spend such time amongst the dead. I much prefer fresh cheeks instead.
Whoa.
To corpses I close up my house, or it's too late like a cat and with a mouse. Well and good you've said what's needed. Divert the spirit from its source. You know how to trap him, lead him on your downward course, and when you must then stand amazed. A good man in his darkness yearning is still aware of virtue's ways. And that's fine. There's hardly any waiting. My wager's more than safe, I'm thinking. When I achieve my goal in winning, you'll let me triumph with a swelling heart. He'll eat the dust, and with an art, like a snake my mother known for sinning. You can appear freely too, those like you I've never hated. Of all spirits who deny, it's you, the jester, who's most lightly weighted. Man's energies, all too soon weak to level. He quickly desires unbroken slumber, so I gave him you to join the number. To move and work and play the devil, but you, the genuine sons of light, enjoy the living beauty bright, becoming the works and lives forever. Embrace you in love's limits dear, and all that may appear and waver, fix firmly with everlasting idea. Heaven closes and the archangels separate. Mephistopheles all alone. I like to hear old man's words from time to time and take care when I'm with him not to pew. It's very nice when such a gentleman chats with the devil in ways so human too. Alright, this is actually part 1. This is where we get the Faust guy. You know about the Faust guy? That's what the book's called, stupid. It's named after him. Fucking stupid! You're stupid, Syrian! Dumb brown person.
Fuck you.
Alright.
You know what?
Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to Faust.
I'm gonna get your video monetized, nigger.
Shut up. This is educational. Don't say any N-words. Mohammed Jefferson, while editing, censor Syrian saying the N-word. No, you have to. No, it needs to be monetized. We need to make money. I don't know. People like Faust. People like Faust. No, I'm gonna make the best. This is gonna be on Audible, bitch. Alright, let's go back. Alright, Faust starts speaking. There's also a photo of Devil Nigga flying around. Alright, part 1, scene 1, night. In a high vaulted Gothic chamber, Faust in a chair at desk. Now I've done philosophy, I've finished law and medicine, and sadly even theology, taken fierce pain from end to end. Now here I am, a fool for sure, no wiser than I was before. Master doctors, what they call me, and I've been 10 years already, crosswise, arching to and fro, leading my students by the nose, and see that they can know nothing. It's almost set my heart burning. I'm cleverer than all these teachers, doctors, masters, scribes, preachers, and I'm not plagued by doubt or scrumble, scared by neither hell nor devil. Instead, all joy is snatched away What's worth knowing, I can't say. I can't say what I should teach to make men better or convert each. And then I've neither good nor gold, nor worldly honor of splendor hold, and even dog would pay this part. So I've given myself to magic art, to see if through spirit, powers, and lips I might have all secrets at my fingertips, and no longer with rancid sweat, so still to have speak what I cannot know, that I must understand whatever binds the world's innermost core together, to see its workings and its seeds, deal no more in words empty reeds. Oh, you may look, full moon that shines on my pain for this last time. So many midnights from my desks I've seen you keeping watch, when over my books and paper, sadness friend, you appear. Ah, if only mountain height I might stand in your sweet light, float with spirits in mountain caves, swim the meadows in twilight's waves, free from the smoke of knowledge too, bathe your health-giving dew. Alas, in this prison I stick, this hollow, darkened hole of brick, where even the lovely heavenly light shines through stained glass, dull nor bright, hemmed in by heaps of books, pilled to the highest vault and higher, worm-eaten, decked with dust, surrounded by smoke, blackened paper, vital glass boxes round me hurled, stuffed with instruments thrown together, packed with ancestral slumber. This is my world, and what a world! And need you to ask, why my heart make such tremors in my breast? Why all my life energies are choked by some unknown distress? Smoke and mildew hem me in, instead of living nature then, when God once created men. Bones of creatures of dead limbs fly upwards into space, flung wide. Isn't this book, with secrets crammed from Nostradamus' very hand, enough to be my guide when I know the starry road? And nature you instruct me, my soul's power shall flow. As spirits can with spirits be, useless with dusty
Talking bullshit. I'm
here.
leaving.
Shut the fuck up, Syrian. I'm having a moment. Wait, no, he's not even here. It's Jim. There's fucking thunder outside. I'm reading this shit. It's really atmospheric. Fucking, where was I? Fuck you, Jew. Fuck you. Alright. No anti-Semitism. This video isn't getting demonetized. That sucks. That sucks. I gotta post on my YouTube channel then, with only one video on it. Then mostly. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a way. I need to find a way. I am the embodiment of the Faustian spirit. I will find the holes within Google's algorithm. Alright, where was I again? Actually, I'll just start at, like, the page I was on, because I don't really remember. You could edit it and then, like, cut this stuff out. Alright, let's go on. In nature you instruct me, my soul's power shall flow, as spirits with spirits be, unless this dusty pondering here, to read the sacred characters, soar around me spirits and be near. If you hear me, then answer. He opens a book and sees the symbols of Macroso. Macroso. I don't know what that is. Ah, in a moment what bliss flows through my senses from this sign. I feel life's youthful, holy joy it glows. fresh in every nerve and vein of mine. This symbol now that calms my inward raging, perhaps a god dying to write, filling my poor heart with delight, and with its mysterious urging, revealing round me nature's might. Am I a god? All seems so clear to me. I am the deepest works of nature, lie open to my soul with purest feature. Now I understand what wise men see. The world of spirits is not closed. Your senses are, your heart is dead. Rise, unwearied disciple, bathe instead your earthly breast in the morning's glow. He gazes at the symbol. Gazes at the symbol. Like I'm gazing into the camera. Alright, how each to the whole itself would gives. One in another works and lives. How heavenly forces fail to rise. Golden vessels pass each other by. Blessings with wings dispersed, they penetrate from heaven and earth, sounding a harmony through the universe. Such a picture, alas, merely a picture. How then can I sleep and grasp you, endless nature? Where are your breasts, and that pour out life's entire, to which the earth and the heavens cling so? My fucking throat hurts doing this. Alright. Better now. Where withered hearts would drink, you flow, and you nourish, yet I languish so in vain desire. He strikes his book indignantly and catches sight of the symbol of the earth spirit. How differently it works on me, the sign. You and the spirit of earth are near. Already I feel my power is greater. Already I glow as fresh wine. I feel the courage to engage the world, into a pain and joy of earth be hurled. And though the storm wind is unfurled, fearless in the shipwreck's teeth be whirled. There is a cloud above me, the moon hides its light, the lamp flickers, now it dies, the crimson ray dart round my head, horror flickers from my vault above and keeps me tight. I feel you float around me, spirit, I summon to appear, speak to me, what tears now at the core of me, all my senses reeling with a fresh feeling. I fear you, draw my whole heart towards you. You must, though my life's host too. He grips the book and speaks to the mysterious name of the spirit. A crimson flame flashes. The spirit appears in the flame. Who calls me? Faust looks away. Terrible to gaze at. Terrible. You can't do that. Mightily you have drawn me to you. Long from my sphere snatched your food, and now, endure you I cannot. You beg me, oh no, this is spirit talking, this isn't Faust, Looney Tune. You beg me to show yourself, you implore. You wish to hear my voice and see my face. The mightly prayer of your soul weighs. With me I am here. What wretch's terror grips you? The superhuman, the Ubermensch. Where is your soul's calling? Where is the heart that made a world inside enthralling, carried, nourished it, swollen with joy so trembless? That you might be a spirit, one of us. Where are you, Faust, whose ringing voice drew towards me with all your force? And are you he who, breathing my breath, trembles in all your life's depths. A fearful, writhing worm. Faust starts speaking again. Shall I fear you, you form of life? I am Faust. I am your peer. I am your peer. Spirits start talking again. In life's waves and action storm, I float up and down, I blow it to and fro. Birth and the tomb and the eternal glow, a woven changing, a glow of being. Over time, quivering, loom intent, working the god's head's living garment. You who wander the world on every hand, active spirit, how close to you I feel. You're like the spirit that you understand, not me. Spirit vanishes. You knew it! You knew it! You're reading ahead! Cheater! 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 You're looking ahead! You're not supposed to be doing that! You're spoiling it! You're soiling it! You're spoiling it! Why would you do this? Alright. Alright, Faust starts speaking again. I'm gonna keep on doing that every now and again because I think it's funny. Really fucking stupid. Not you. Who then? I, the image of the Godhead. Not even like you? A knock. Not like that, too. That was rock. You see rock? This is my rock. Really cool. Throw it at my AC if I wanted to, but that would yell at me. I'm leaving it here. Alright. Oh, fate, I know that sound. It's my attendant. My greatest fortune ruined, and all the fullness of my doing. He must intrude that art pendant. Wagner? What the fuck is Wagner doing here? What's going on? Was he even alive at this time? Who is this Wagner dude? Is this Richard? Is this Dick Wagner? The guy who wrote the Valkyries song? You don't even look up the important stuff, Muhammad Jefferson. Who is it? Alright, I'm gonna start it over again. Wagner enters in gown and nightcap, lamp in hand. Faust turns to him impatiently. Forgive me, but I heard you declaim, sure. What is his name? It's Richard Wagner! It's the music, nigga! Alright. Oh, I did that by accident. I'll turn it on again. There you go. Yeah, they can't see. Yeah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to see sexy eyes. No, he's usually not here. He's kicked from 103 Discord servers. Make it 184. Alright, forgive me, but I heard you declaim, reading, I'm sure, from some Greek tragedy. To profit from that art is my aim. Nowadays it goes down splendidly. I've often heard it claimed, you see, a priest could learn from the old comedy. King Comedy, Robert De Niro. Yes, when the priest's a comedian already, which might well seem to be the case. Ah, when a man so penned study, and scarcely sees the world on holidays, and barely through the glass and far off then. How can he lead men through persuading them? Yeah, keep that in. Yeah, keep the burp in. Even us talking about editing the video, is that gonna stay in there? Yeah. Scratch my balls. Sweaty balls. Yeah. Is it that's a go that's a goth. That's a goth quote. Scratching my balls. It's a Faustian bargain. What's the fucking disease you get when you get scratchy balls? Yeah, I think ball disease is a Faustian bargain. um, you can't if you can't feel it, if it never rises from the soul and sways the heart of every single here with deepest power in simple ways. You'll sit forever gluing things together, copping up a stew from others' scraps, blowing in the miserable fire made from your hape and dying ash. The apes and children praise your art if their admirations to your taste. You'll never speak from heart to heart unless it rises up your heart's space. What are you gonna say? I don't like that. I really don't like that. Don't ever say that again. I don't look Greek. Some people might think I'm gay Greek. And they could think that. Moruko could think I'm a Greek, gay Greek nigga. Because that scares him. I think that's funny. No, he hasn't. He's seen Grug, but everyone's seen what Grug looks like. That doesn't really post his face everywhere. It's funny. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's really that bad. Alright. To be honest, I have nice eyes, so I'll only be showing people my eyes. But the only issue is you don't see her like the rest of my face, so you just like this guy looks like a woman or a fag. I got a nice chin. I got a nice chin. There's no reason to hide it. The crimson chin. I got a Chad fucking jawline. Alright, gonna start it again. Still, lecturing brings orators success. I feel that I am far beneath the rest. Seek to profit honestly. Don't be empty, thinking fool. Understanding the true clarity, express themselves without art's rule. And if you mean what you say, why hunt for words anyway? Yet your speech that glitters so, when you gather scraps for man, is dead as the mist-filled winds that blow through the dried-up leaves of autumn, that probably rhymed in German, I assume. I read what Wagner says again. Dick Wagner. Like that guy. Probably one of the few good Krauts to ever exist. Oh God, art is long and life is short. Often the studies that I'm working on makes me anxious in my head and heart. How hard is it to command the means by which a man attains the very source? Before a man has traveled half his course, the wretched devil has to die, it seems. Faust replies. Parchment, then, is that your holy well, from which drink always slakes your thirst? You'll never truly be refreshed until it pours itself from your own soul first. Pardon me, but it's a great delight. When moved by the spirit of ages, we have sight of how a wiser man has thought, and how widely at last we've spread his word about. Oh yes, as widely the constellations, my friend, all of the ages that are gone, now make up a book, 7 seals. The spirit of the ages that you find, in the end the spirit of mankind, a mirror where all the ages are revealed. Excuse me, I burped again. Yeah, and often it's all mere misery, something we run away from at first sight. A pile of sweepings, a slumber room maybe. At best a puppet show. That's bright with maxim, excellent, pragmatic. Suitable when doll's mouth wax dramatic. Right, what were you gonna say? What were you? Yeah, I'm actually. I wonder if there's actually a book or some sort of essay comparing and contrasting the two. It must have been made at some point. You know? It might be. Look that up. Look that up and like as soon as I'm done like reading like a long paragraph, Faust is going to say on the other page. You can, all right. All right. All right. But but the world, men's hearts and minds, something of those at least I'd like to know. Yes, what men choose to understand, who dares to name the child's real name. The few who knew what might be learned, foolish enough to put their whole heart on show, and reveal their feelings to the crowd below. Mankind has always crucified and burned. I beg you, friend, it's now the dead of night. We must break up this conversation. I would have watched with you, I might speak with you still. So learned in oration. But tomorrow, Easter's first holy day, I'll ask my several questions if I may. I've pursued my work zealously, studying. There's much I know, yet I'd know everything. Wagner leaves. Faust is all alone. Another Faust monologue. Soon we get a lot of these. It's going to be a reoccurring occurrence. This isn't going to be one video. It's going to be like multiple parts. I don't know how many parts this is. This is like well over like 400, 500 pages. It's going to be a fun ride. I'll tell you that. Strapping kiddies, kiddos, schmucks, dumb fucking pieces of shit who fucking eat up my content. Muhammad Jefferson's content, like the people from Human Centipede. That mind alone never loses hope. That keeps to the shallows eternally, grabs with eager hand the wealth it sees, and rejoices at the worms of which it gropes. Dare such a human voice echo too, where the depths of spirit surrounds me? Ah, yet, just for this once, I thank to you, your sorriest of all earth's progeny. You've torn me away from that despair that would have soon overwhelmed my senses. Ah, the apparition was so hugely there It might have made truly dwarfed my defenses. I, image of the god, had already won. Already won. Like, I mixed up the ones in my head. Who thought the spirit of eternal truth so near? Enjoying the light, bold, heavenly, and clear. Setting to one side the earthbound man, I more than angel, a free force ready to blow through nature's veins. And in creating the joy of life divine, pulsing the ideas we must atone again. A word like thunder swept away. I dare not to measure myself against you. I possess the power to summon you, but not the power to make you stay. In that blissful moment then, I felt myself so small, so great. Cruelly you hurled me back again into man's uncertain state. What shall I learn from or leave? Shall I obey that yearning? Ah, our actions and not just our grief impede us on life's journey. Some more and more alien substance presses on that splendor that the mind convenes. And then we gain what this world possesses. Better we say the better world's dreams deceive. The splendid feelings that give us life fade among crowds' earthly strife. If imagination flew with courage once, and full of hope wretched out eternity, now the room is quite enough when a joy on joy has gone in time's whirling sea. Care has nested in the heart's depths. Restless she rocks there, spoiling joy and rest. And there she works her secret pain, and wears new masks ever and again. Appears as a wife and child, fields and houses as water, fire, or knife, or poison. Still we tremble from what never strikes us, and must still cry for what has not yet gone. I am no god, I feel it all so deeply, and my worm that withers in dust see, as in the dust it lives, to seek, to eat. It's crushed and buried by the passing feet. It's is this not dust? What these vaults hold? These 100 shelves that cramp me, this junk, all this thousandfold shapes of a moth-ridden world around me. While I find here what I'm lacking else, shall I read perhaps, as 1,000 books insist, that mankind everywhere torments itself, so here and there some happy man exists? What do you say to me, bare grinning skull, except that once your brain world like mine sought to clear up in the twilight dull with a breath of truth? It went wretchedly. Worry. Fucking reading skill, comprehension skills are going down the shitter as we speak. For sure, your instruments mock at me. With cylinders and arms, wheels and clogs, I stand at the door, and you should be the key. You deftly skull, you undo no locks. Mysterious and even broad daylight, nature won't let her veil be raised. What your spirit can't bring to sight won't by screws and levers be displayed. Your ancient tools I've never used, and you're here because my father used you. Ancient scroll that darkened too from smoking candles buried above you. Better the little I had was squandered, then sweat here under its puny weight. From your father you've inherited, you must earn again to own it straight. What's never used leaves us overburdened, but we can use what the moment may create. Yet why that place so draw on my sight? Is that flask a magnet for my gaze? Why is there suddenly so sweet a light as moonlight in the midnight moonlight blend plays? I salute you, phial of rare potion. I lift you down with devotion. In you I worship man's art and mind, embodiment of sweet sleeping draughts. Extract with deadly power refined, show your master all his craft. I see you and my pain diminishes. Fuck, my fucking laptop's gonna die. What the fuck's going on? I gotta fucking get the thing. Charge it. Phone doesn't. Fucking laptop doesn't die. Extract with deadly power refined. Show your master all his craft. I see you and my pain diminishes. I grasp you, my struggles grow less. My spirit's flood tide ebbs. More and more I seem to where ocean waters meet. A glassy flood gleams around my feet. Next day invites me to a newer shore. A fiery chariot sweeps near. On light wings I feel already free to cut a new path through the ether and reach new spheres of pure activity. This grief. All right, yeah, you missed my dad walking in the room and I had to leave, and you missed me like zoning out for a second because my laptop was gonna die. Then I'm like humming, and I'm looking for the fucking like charger to charge my laptop. Oh, we're still on part one. I think I'm just gonna read part one. Not part one, but just like yeah. Yeah. It's almost done. We're gonna finish scene one. I guess we're gonna do scene two like some other time. Maybe tomorrow if we have time for it. No, because I listen. I am Mephistopheles, and you are Faust. Actually, I don't think that's how a fucking book worked. This is my first time reading it. Yeah, you're in a tug of war between me and me, and you gotta record this shit, man. Who else is gonna do it? I'm gonna harass another person to record it instead of you. Yeah, I don't care. You gotta do it. You're the fucking, like, video guy. You're the fucking video man. Oh my god, her ass. Fucking up there. Yeah. No, you're not really angry. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. It's only like a few pages left. Like, almost done. I'm not really. I just started this page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then like 4 pages left. Have you earned this choosing to turn your back? Ah, yes. On all Earth's lovely sun might promise, let me dare to throw those gates open. That other men go creeping by. Now's the time to prove through action man's dignity may rise divinely high, never trembling at the void where imagination damns itself to pain, striving towards the passage there, round whose mouth all hell's fires flame. Choose to take the step, that step, happy to go where danger lies, where nothingness may flow. Come here to me, my cup of crystal clear. Free your ancient cover now appear. Come, chalice. You whom I've never for many a year considered, you shown ancestral feasts, cheering the over serious guest, one man passing to you, to another here. It was made drinker's duty to explain in rhyme the splendor of your many carved designs of drain that it had draught and breathe in time. You remind me of those youthful nights of mine. Now I will never pass to you a friend or test my wits on your art again. Here's a juice will stun any man born. It fills your hollow with a browner liquid. I prepare it, I choose the fluid. At last I drink with my soul I bind. A high and festive greeting to the dawn. He puts the cup in his mouth. Bells chime. A choir sings. These are choir of angels. Christ has risen, joy to the one of us who the pernicious, ancestral, insidious fault has awoven. What deep humming, what shining sound strikes the glass from my hand with power? Already do the hollow bells resound, proclaiming Easter's festive course. Our choirs, do you already sing the hymn of consolation, which once rang out in deadly night, an angel's oration? That's certainly of a New Testament's hour. Choir of women. With pure spices we embalmed him, we his faithful, we atoned him. Linen and bindings we unwound here. There, now we find Christ is now here. Angels are choiring again. Christ is risen, blissful beloved, out with what grieved, tested and healed, his trial is won. And Faust starts speaking again. You heavenly sounds, powerful and mild, why in the dust here do you seek me? Ring out where tender hearts are conciled. I hear your message, but faith fails me. The marvelous is faith, dearest child. I don't attempt to raise to rise to that sphere from which the message rings, yet I know from childhood what it sings. It's literally almost done. Yes. Guess we could talk about it in the next installment. I want to get this over with. Yeah. I'm gonna bash things around my desk and like try to see if the commenters can kind of figure out what I'm fucking with. You know? I already said I was fucking with The Rock. People gotta figure out what this is. I actually don't remember what it's called. No, this isn't my rock. This is something else. This is a mystery item that the commenters need to figure out what it is. I know it's used for, but I don't know exactly what the name of it is, and I'll look it up when it's done recording. Yeah. And I'm recalled to life once more, and other times a heavenly kiss would fall on me in the depth Sabbath silence. The bell notes filled with presentiments, and the prayer was pleasure's call, a sweet yearning beyond my understanding. Set me wandering through woods and fields while 1,000 tears were burning. I felt the world around me come to be. Love called out the lively games of youth, the joy of spring idle holiday, memories, childish feelings, and truth. Hold me back from the somber way. Oh, sing your sweet songs of heaven, my tears flow. My earth claims me again. The chorus of disciples. Has the very one already living raised himself alone, splendidly soaring? Is he teeming ere near to the trade of bliss? Ah, in sorrow we're here on earth's breast. Lacking him, we languish and sigh. Ah, Master, ye cry for your joy. And the angels start singing. Christ has risen out of corruption sea. Tear off your bindings, joyfully free. Actively praising him, lovingly claiming him. For eternity aiding him, prayerfully journeying. Joyfully promising, so that the master's near, so is he here. And yeah, that's the end of it. I just want to say, I put a lot of fucking energy into this. This wasn't as fun as I wanted it to be, because I don't really have too many like people butting in. But I guess more people will later when this is uploaded. I guess so. I guess like seeing. He wasn't active, and he still hasn't even DM'd me about why he was kicked in the first place. That'd be funny. This is the 184th server he's been kicked from. His name was kicked from 183 Discord servers. Stop. Stop it, yeah.